Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Mukesh's Tech Space, where I generally have videos about AWS Lightsail, WordPress tips, setting up easy to use website hosting solutions for beginners. So if you are new here, please subscribe if you are interested in those types of videos. However, in this video, I'm going to go off topic a bit. I'm a Windows PC user, and if you are a Windows user, you must have come across the Windows Spotlight feature. This is a feature that displays amazing images and photographs from all around the world as wallpapers for your Windows login or lock screen, the login screen. And this is a screen that is initially displayed before you log in, and the Spotlight feature originally started with Bing.com and then made its way into Windows. And now if you have it configured, it downloads and rotates these amazing photographs to show on your lock screen. The problem is that those images are stored on your computer only for a brief period of time before they are replaced with new images. And also they aren't in an easily accessible location. I found an article that shows where they are stored on your PC, and they talk about how you can copy those manually over to another folder and rename them and do some manual things to keep those images. But I wondered if there was an automated way or an easier way to set that up. Some time ago I started to learn and experiment with Python, the programming language, and I thought it would be a neat project to write a Python script that would do the copying of the images, renaming of the images, and putting them into a more permanent folder where then I can use those as my permanent background or use them in different ways. So in this video I will show you how to set up the simple Python script that I wrote and you can use for yourself. And we'll set it up in a scheduled manner so that it runs every day and make sure that it copies the latest files over before they get replaced. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we'll need to do is install Python. So head on over to Python's website to download the latest version. I've been working with version 3.7 and 3.8, so just make sure at least you're on minimum 3.7. So python.org, go ahead and download your flavor for your operating system. Save the file and run it to start the installation. On the first screen for setup, you'll want to check this box right here, add Python 3.8 to the path, and then hit install now. It'll take a couple of minutes. Okay, once it's installed, you can go ahead and hit close on this window. And just to verify that Python was correctly installed, you can open up your command prompt and type in Python. And if everything was good, you'll be prompted with the Python compile, Python SDK. Hit Ctrl Z and enter to exit out of that. And now the next thing we'll need to do is install a Python module that is used by my script to do some of the image manipulation and renaming of the files. So this is an add-on module onto the Python SDK. So to install Python modules, you use a script or use a utility, command line utility that's built in when you install Python. So the command is pip space install space, and the name of the package is pillow. So hit enter and it should download that in a couple of seconds and you should be good to go. The next task will be, or the next step will be for us to go and download my Python script from GitHub. So head on over to GitHub. I'll paste this link down in the description below. But once you're on the GitHub page where I have the Python script, click on this clone or download button, click on download zip file and save that. We'll open the folder and then let's extract this zip file. There we go. The next step is I'm going to walk you through a couple of parameters or variables in the Python script, just so that you're aware of them and you, should you need to modify them, you can. So the file that we're interested in here is the Spotlight file, and let's go ahead and open that in your favorite text editor. So a couple of items to note. I store a running log of whenever this script runs, the files that it copies, and some other logging information, and that can be found in your user directory, Windows user directory, and a file is created called spotlight.log. So that was one thing I wanted to point out. The other item I wanted to point out was the target path. This is the folder or directory where the files will be renamed and stored permanently. So this is your opportunity here to modify it. It will start off with your user directory, and then for me, I've stored everything in my OneDrive inside a folder called Pictures, and within that a folder called Backgrounds. So if you need to modify this, you can go ahead and do so here and put your own directory path on this line. If you don't modify this at all, the script will still run, and if these folders do not exist, it will create them. If they do exist, it will make use of them and then to copy the files into that folder. So now we have Python installed, we have downloaded our script. So at this point, I can show you that by running this script, it's going to copy any of the Windows Spotlight images that are stored on this computer into the target path of this computer as well, of my permanent folder structure. So let's go ahead and do a quick test run and see how it works. So the script is in my downloads folder, inside a folder git windows spotlight -master. So if we run this, we would type in Python and then the name of the script, spotlight.py, and if you run it, you can check your folder. So go to your user folder, and you'll see here OneDrive, Pictures, and Backgrounds. And these are the three Spotlight files that it found in the Windows Spotlight hidden folders that get replaced. So our script ran successfully. Next step we want to do is put this script on a schedule using the Windows Task Scheduler, so that it runs every day and checks if there's new files, and if there are new files or new images, then it copies those new ones over as well into this folder. So let's set up the scheduler next. To set up a Windows Task Scheduler, we're going to need a couple of pieces of information. First is the location of where the Python executable is. And in this scenario, we just ran with the test. We ran it with Python executable, but the one that we will use to configure the task scheduler is another one, and it's called pythonw.exe. So we will use a command called where in your command prompt, python w. So if you hit that, it will give you the entire path of where the python.w.exe is located. So let's keep that path handy. And then the second path we need is obviously the Spotlight script folder path. So that's right up here. So with both of those items, let's go ahead and start the task scheduler. Create a task, give it a name, and then click on triggers, and then we'll configure a new trigger, and we'll have this run once a day, every day, and then click OK. And then we'll go over to actions, click on new. Let's start a program. So here we're going to put the path for the Python executable. So let's go to our command window, copy that, and paste it. And then for the arguments, we'll pass in the Python script, spotlight.py. So for that, we will go and copy this path. And at the end, provide the name of the file. And then click OK. And click OK. But let's go ahead and test the scheduler and make sure that it actually can run the script file. So selecting your scheduler, click on Run, and it will take not even a second to finish running, so you might not even see it. But if we go over to, if you recall, I mentioned in the beginning that I create a log file of the with information on when the script runs. Let's go ahead and check out that log file, and we should have a timestamp of roughly around 6 o'clock in that file. So that file is located in your users folder and a file called Spotlight. So if we open that, and right here, roughly about 6 o'clock. So it ran, the scheduler was able to run the script and execute it effectively. So now it's basically set it and forget it. It'll run every day, copy any new Windows Spotlight images that have been downloaded by the program, and move them over to your backgrounds folder, and from there you can configure it to use those backgrounds as your own Windows backgrounds. So I hope you found this video useful. It was a little bit different from our typical WordPress and AWS Lightsail and hosting videos and tutorials that I've been posting, but I did write the script, and I thought it'd be good to share with you all. So if you found it useful, please share it with others, subscribe to my video, and hit the like button. And give me any comments, provide any feedback on what you thought about this and any other future videos that you'd like me to do. So until the next video, take care.